we have arrived. After 9 races of madness, we have reached the final race of Showdown Throwdown. Hey everybody, it's your commentator speaking, and we're here at Ice Mountain, hosted by Ice, who is one of the 7 marbles that can win the championship here in this Showdown Throwdown. Group A, Ice, Dolphin, Oblivion, TC over Tom, AMM, Ramen, and Seahawks. 4-lap showdown here for this final group. As we start things off, Ice leads the way, who takes first place after this drop. Ice Elemental in first, TC over in second, Dolphin in third, then Ramen to close out the top 4. Ice needs to make it out of this group if they want to compete for a title. And so far, it looks like they are, in fact, doing that, as they're in the lead, followed by TC Orphan, who is in second place. This track is very, very unique indeed, I'll say that. Only 4 laps this time instead of the usual 5 in the groups. And as we're already into the penultimate lap, Ice, they're off to a pretty fantastic start. They need this if they want to compete. Dolphin's also one of the 4 contenders, one of the 7 contenders, I think. We're one step closer to the final lap. Ice and TC are duking it out for the top spot. Dolphin and Ramen, they're catching up as well. And they're trying to make something work. And Ice, they got off slow there a bit. But they maintain their momentum as we're on into the final lap. Ice, they're still in the lead. It's looking pretty good for that marble. And if things hold out, they will move on to the final A race of the first season. And Tom, they're not exactly off to their best showing. As a tight battle between second, third, fourth, and fifth, Dolphin overtakes TC Orphan for second place. Who will battle for fourth? It will be AMM, and they will go on to the A-League race, overtaking Ramen, who is out, along with Seahawks, Oblivion, and Tom. Defeat Steve, Cube, Pink Cobalt, Kimchi, Dino, Junbugs, Momokai, and Angus. And away we go, Steven leading off. It's a pretty tight battle. Perhaps at least one contender here, Momokai. They're in the lead, followed by Steven in second, Angus in third, and Pink Cobalt to close out the top half so far. As we have 5 laps for Group B, kicking things off in the second lap, Momokai, they need a lot if they want to win this championship. It will certainly need Ranger to go down in the group stages. And so far, we have to see Ranger in Group C first. But as for now, the top 4 is remaining the same. A pretty close battle indeed. Some marbles who have started off really hot, they're not exactly finishing hot either. Momokai, they're doing pretty well. They're being challenged by Steven, who is most likely to take the lead, and they do. Followed by Momokai in second. Angus, they're in third place. Then is Pink Cobalt, they're holding on to fourth. As we're heading on to the penultimate lap of the B group. Steven, they're trying to make a name for themselves in this race. They've had a DNF or 2, but that's not stopping them from putting on a lot of energy. But Momokai, they refuse to back down. They take back the lead. Angus overtakes Steven as well. Now Pink Cobalt overtakes Steven. What is Steven doing? They were in third. They were in first at one point. They have dropped completely out of the top 4. Junebug overtakes him as well. What a drop off for Steven. That is not what that marble has wanted. Anything can go down, especially with how Steven just lost all of their momentum. And that's what once the closest to finishing the final lap, Momokai will win the group. Followed by Angus in second, then Pink Cobalt in third. It's a tight battle for fourth, but it will be Junebug for the second A-League race in a row, as Steven goes from first to fifth in 1 lap. And they're out along with Dino, Kimchi, and Cube, who DNF'd once again. Unfortunate for Cube. Rager, Madman, Pingo, Craziest, Baby Mario, Maple, Pesky, and Detroit for Group C. This is a pretty stacked group. 3 contenders for the win in this group, 4 for podium. Let's see how things start off. Baby Mario, they take the lead. Pesky in second place, followed by third Madman, then fourth is Maple. followed by Detroit in 5th. Raider in 6th. They need to qualify if they want to make something shape. A lot of chaos can happen in this race. 5 laps compared to the 4 laps in Group A. As we're one step closer to making ground, who will be in 1st for now? Baby Mario, they hold on to their lead with Pesky and Maple fighting for 2nd. Maple is still in 3rd. 4th is Madman. Madman, he needs to make moves if he wants to qualify for that championship that he desirably needs. That's where one step closer to finishing this qualifier group. Baby Mario is still holding on to their lead. They're trying to finish strong. Followed by Baby Mario. No, they dropped the 2nd. Pesky is in the lead now. 3rd is Maple. Who is it 5 for 4 between Detroit and Madman? It will be Detroit that takes over in 4th place compared. But it's a pretty tight battle. Madman is not giving up. Penultimate lap. Any marbles race, any marbles game for this group. Doesn't matter how you start, it's about how you finish. And Steven falling from 1st to 5th just showcased that. As we're heading into the tight funnels, the icy funnels of this. Detroit, they move up to 3rd. Maple dropping to 4th. Oh, they are stuck. Detroit is stuck. Not with that marble one. They were in good position, but they got too greedy. Detroit was celebrating a bit too much when he overtook Maple for the 3rd spot. That might come back to haunt them as we head into the icy funnel for the final time in this group. Pesky's in the lead. No, they're in 2nd. Baby Mario, they win the group. Pesky in 2nd. Detroit is in 3rd. And it will be Maple. Oh, they barely hang on to 4th. And Raider, who is in the overall lead for the championship, they're out. Along with Madman and Pingo. And our last place finisher for this group being Craziest Cat's Eye. As we head on to the B-League race, wow, that was a complete shocker. The 3 contenders that could still win the championship, they're all in the B-League race from Group C. And Raider, they're trying to make sure they confirm their championship status by holding on to their lead for this B-League race. That icy funnel has made such changes. As Raider's in the lead, Dino comes up in 2nd. Madman, they would have loved something for them. They're now in 3rd. They might not be able to win the championship, but they can still maintain a podium spot depending on how the rest of the field finishes in the A-League race. And the B-League race too. The 2 laps in, heading on to lap 3, Raider still holds on to their lead. Ahead of Madman, Dino, and Pingo survive out the scoring range. It's a pretty tight battle, that's for sure. It's any marbles game. It's like a few marbles, they're in danger of being lapped, but they don't. And as of the moment, Kimchi, seeing that Raider's right on their trail, they are not going to let them lap themselves. They get lapped easily. As for 2/3 of this race in, it's anybody's game. As we get a little adjustment of the course, Raiders still holding on to their precious lead. They might lap a marble or 2. They do, in fact, lap the beach marble, Kimchi, who is now in between Raider, who's in the lead, and Madman, who is in silver for the B-League race. Steven, they get overtaken by Tom Mastercard. Pingo, who was off to a hot start in this season, they have dropped quite a bit, down in 3rd overall, and they might not win the championship. It's the only ones eligible are Ice, and that's pretty much about it. If Raider does in fact win this B-League race. As we're heading on to the final lap, Seahawk, they're not making much ground. Raider, they could in fact overtake yet another marble. It's really just looking like Raider's domination for this B-League race. That must have disappointed them. They were looking forward to making it into the A-League to show their dominance. But it doesn't upset them one bit as they still show their dominance in the B-League race. Dino overtakes Madman for 2nd. Madman comes away with a bronze. Not bad for that marble. Then it's Pingo to finish out the scoring range. As for the rest of the marbles, Tom finishes 5th. Then comes Steven to finish out the top half. Oblivion in 7th. 8th place comes to Ramen Powder. 9th place, Craziest Cat's Eye. And then 10th, Seahawks, as Kimchi finishes 11th and Q with yet another DNF. Before we head into the A-League race, you can see that Ice is in fact eligible of winning the championship. they will maintain a podium spot given that Madman is ineligible. And as you see at the top right, the standings will update throughout the race. As Dolphins in the lead, if they win this race, they will win the championship. Followed by Momoa Kai in second place, Detroit in third, followed by Angus in fourth, Ice in fifth, and then Pesky to round out top half. So in fact, Dolphins not the only one that can win the championship. Any marbles game as we head on to 2 out of 10 laps. This we're in for a treat in terms of this race. As we finish the second lap, Dolphin is still holding on to their lead. Followed by Momoa Kai and Detroit to round out the podium. Any marbles game along the way. A tight battle between first through third. TC Orphan, they're in danger of getting lapped. They got lapped by 2 marbles in fact. And Angus overtakes Detroit for third. Detroit is really struggling to make ground as they were in third at one point. They have dropped to fifth. Pesky overtakes Baby Mario for the top half spot. This track is pretty interesting. That Icy Funnel is really making ground for any marble to gain spots and lose spots. It doesn't matter how, this is a true how you start. It's not how you start, it's how you finish type of track. Pretty interesting along the way. And as the very tense battle is remaining to be the same, Pesky overtakes Detroit for the next spot. Followed by Ice, Angus in fourth, Angus in third. Dolphin holds on to their lead still over Momoa Kai as we are halfway through this course. It's a pretty tight battle between these marbles. Momoa Kai, they're in the lead over Angus and Dolphin for third. Fourth place being Ice. Detroit, they're pretty close to getting overtaken by Pesky as we're 60% of the way done with this course. Any marbles game, you can be in the lead just as quick as you can lose it. Momoa Kai, they have a pretty good lead. This is a strong course. Anyone can get lapped. Reminds me of a certain cheat streak. As Ice climbs up to third and Detroit's in fourth. This is a really chaotic course, that's for sure. 7 laps in, Momoa Kai's lead does not seem to get any worse. And if things hold on, Ice and Razor will tie on point, but it will probably be Ice that is declared the champion via some sort of tiebreaker. As things remain to be the same for the top 2, any marble can make any overtake for the rest of the field. As we're 8 laps through, Momoa Kai still holding on to their phenomenal lead. Angus making a catch up for second place. Then comes Ice on the mental, who's in third. Fourth place being Detroit. Fifth being Pesky, and then Dolphin to round out the top half. Let's see how the rest of the field can do to catch up. And as Detroit, they overtake Ice for third. That could be crucial. And Ice is overtaken. They are dropping. They are falling really fast. They were once in provisional first overall. They have now dropped 4 points behind Ranger, who got a much needed win at the B-League race. They might not have won it in the A-League, but hey, they're doing what they can. Penultimate lap, Momoa Kai increasing their lead. Followed by Angus in second, Detroit in podium range. And then it's Dolphin, Ice, and Pesky. Dip. Pink Cobalt, they overtake Pesky for the top spot as we're on to the final lap. Momoa Kai, look how things are looking. It will be most likely that they will, in fact, win this race. Angus, they're making a close push, but it won't be enough. Momoa Kai will win this race. As for the overall standings, if things turn out to be the same, our champion of the Showdown Throwdown will in fact be Ranger. Congrats to that marble. What a strong showing. Ice, they would have loved a better showing, but they'll take fourth in this race. Followed by fifth place being Dolphin, sixth place going to Pink Cobalt, seventh being Pesky, then Baby Mario, Junebug, TC Orphan, and then A&M comes with Maple getting lapped. What a race that was. That was just absolutely amazing. I am astonished by what went down in both B-League and A-League races. And as we head on to the closing ceremony, this is your commentator, Detroit, speaking. I've had one heck of a time commentating these races alongside another commentator. It's been one fun journey here. Showdown. Congrats to our champion Ranger. This is your commentator. So long, everyone.